We are back with another chapter from The Power of Awareness. This is Neville Goddard's best book. This will teach you how to absolutely change everything about your life. And today's chapter is chapter 11, Interference. You are free to choose the concept you will accept of yourself. Therefore, you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of yourself is the means of all true progress. The higher concept is waiting for you to incarnate it in the world of experience. That is so powerful. That is one of the most inspiring paragraphs you'll ever hear. And broken down very simply is the idea that prior to anything happening, you have to believe you can do it. There has to be some thought, there has to be some acceptance that you are worthy, that you are capable. Have you ever tried to get a job interview and you're already going in thinking, you know what, I'm not going to get the job? Did you ever get the job? Maybe in some weird way it worked out for you, but more likely than not, you did not get it simply because you did not believe you were worthy. And that's like everything else in life. If you believe you're worthy of something, that is the first step. Maybe it's going to take you years to get there, but simply believing that you are worthy, simply reaching out in your mind, imagining that you have already fulfilled that state starts to solidify in your mind that you are capable of doing something. And once you do that, it's almost like magic how fast these results will come. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Unto him be glory. Fifth, I don't know what part of the Bible this is. EPH 320. I don't want to guess. Him that is able to do more than you can ask or think is your imagination, and the power that worketh in us in your attention. Understanding imagination to be him that is able to do all that you ask, and attention to be the power by which you create your world. You can now build your ideal world. Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state, and as fast as you completely feel that you are ready, this ideal, it will manifest itself in reality in your world. This is another really inspiring phrase because it's basically saying that through your thoughts alone, you can change your life. Through the things that you accept about yourself, through the things that you hold your attention to. Emerson said it best when he said, the world is a reflection of you more than it is of how you describe it. And most people describe the world as negative. Most people describe the world as, void of opportunity, void of any sort of path forward, void of any way that they can get to their goals. And because of this, they are solidifying that they will never achieve what they want. It's not even about becoming the most famous person in the world. It's not about, having the fanciest car or whatever it is. It's just about being happy. I want you to just start imagining yourself happy. Everyone takes these ideas. Everyone takes, what they see in Neville Goddard and they're like, I want $1 million. I want this. I want that. Maybe you do want a little bit of money. Maybe you do want a little bit of security, but I promise you probably want happiness first. Start imagining yourself happy. Start imagining yourself enjoying what you're doing day after day. Start imagining yourself, working time into a side project that really brings you fulfillment. What do you think I'm doing right now? But it's I really want you to focus on this idea because it's not just about creating a sense of self that can make money, creating a sense of self that is, this or that, creating a sense of self that you actually like, creating a sense of self that when you look in the mirror, you're actually smiling back. But, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. The mystery hid from the ages, Christ in you, the hope of glory. The he in the first of these quotations is your imagination. As previously explained, there is only one substance. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which from this substance into concepts, which concepts are manifested as conditions, circumstances, and physical objects. The imagination made your world. This supreme truth, with but few exceptions, man is not conscious of. The mystery Christ in you, referred to in the second quotation, is your imagination by which your world is modeled. The hope of glory is your awareness of the ability to rise perpetually to higher levels. Christ is not to be found in history nor in external forms. You find Christ only when you become aware of the fact your imagination is the only redemptive power. When this is discovered, the towers of of dogma will have heard trumpets of truth, and like the walls of Jericho crumble to dust. Okay. That, maybe you don't agree with that last part, but it's basically just saying that so much is focused on the Bible in terms of a moralistic standpoint, in terms of historical standpoint, and it's not focused on the ways that have been locked in the Bible to go about changing your life. Like, everyone wants to focus on the Ten Commandments. Everyone wants to focus on all these things, but the truth is, like, in the Bible is also a blueprint for you to go about changing your world, go about changing your perception, altering your state of consciousness to alter the reality you see. And it's really, really inspiring to understand that, like, there are these deeper levels of this book that we have all looked at, that we have all just understood, that is like, this is a religion, this is a faith, but it's so, so much deeper than that. And these are the things that I really try to focus on and really try to understand, because it's one thing to, worship Jesus, it's another to act like him. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to faith. It's like, this is why Nietzsche said that Jesus was the last Christian. This is why Osho said that Jesus was the last and only Christian. And it really makes sense, because it's like, so many people say they worship God, but they don't act like him. Why don't you start acting like him? Someone cuts you off, whatever, drop it. Instead of just being like, they cut me off, I hate this person, like, you know what I mean? It's like, there's way more to these lessons. There's way more to these concepts than purely just the historical aspect, than purely just the doctrinal aspect. And it's really nice to see that Neville Goddard is exemplifying these ideas. And it's also a great idea to see that, like, God acts through you. He truly does. Like, when we pray, when we worship, we're asking for some external circumstance, but generally it's the inspiration that comes through us. It's the idea that pops into our head when we have faith that we can get out of a circumstance that we don't see a way out. And it's through these prayers, through these ideas, through these thoughts that we get the answers that we're looking for. And all you have to do is believe in it. All you have to do is imagine yourself in that end state, having already got over that obstacle, and then it can come true. I love you guys so much. Please feel free to pick up this book. I love this book so much. It has so many great chapters. This one is more esoteric in nature. It's not as, like, focused, but I really do think it's a good chapter, because it reframes the way that you see your consciousness, that you see your world, your life in relation to God. And it's a fun concept. But love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. If you want more from me, join my Discord, join my school. Love you guys so much. Peace out.